I'm going to continue with that gun model, and then we'll see how it goes. And I'm going to focus on, like, let me share this. And then we'll see how it goes, and then we'll go into sort of UV mapping stuff as well, and see.
How did you make that object, that small curve?
Curve thing. This one?
Yeah, yeah.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
are you sending the link to individual emails? I mean, to the video of the last lesson?
Yeah, can you just put your email on the chat, please?
All right, cool.
Don't, Jack, I don't do that. I'll just send the link to the group WhatsApp.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Perfect. Thanks. Thank you. Right. Curve like this. Okay. Let's focus on this like this. Okay. Actually, yeah, I will start the curve, and I'm going to show you how to do this one as well.
Sure.
So,
someone's playing Overwatch. Who is it? I think it's George.
So what I'm going to do?
I couldn't even tell.
If you
I can hear the noises.
Yeah, the audio.
If you look at the
Yeah, just cut that out.
So I'm gonna look for, I'm gonna using curve. This one, yeah. Is this recording?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Good. I don't want to be in it.
So I'm gonna reduce the size, and then use the size. So I'm focusing on that curve thing, yeah, that pipe thing. So I got that, and then the size, and I'm gonna change my rotation to minus 90 degree, because I want that pipe to go this way, yeah. And then I have that, so I'm gonna extrude that with the curve. So I have one object, this, and then I'm gonna create another curve line with this, and press enter with that tool, the third tool on the curve and surface panel is called curve tool. So if you right click it, you can actually select the control vertices just to make it
I see.
make it better. This tool is really good for hard surface model, hard surface things like in automobile cars and stuff. You know, the bonnets and the car doors and stuff like that. It's really cool tool to build. So I got this, but make sure that is perfectly aligned in terms of where are we? Okay, so okay, this looks fine at the moment. If if I go to my, just move, so if I go to my top view, so this is like this, but make sure you got center pivot in the center. So you got this center pivot of that line center, that's also in center pivot. So on the top view, you see, focus, that's your curve, that's your line, okay? And the side is the front, and then this is the side, okay? So now we're going to be extruding, where are we? Okay, we're going to be extruding this, we're going to be extruding this curve, the circle, through that line. So hold down shift first, both. So under the curve and surface, you got extrude. Yeah. So this extrude is different to the one on polygon extrude. Yeah. Polygon has got extrude as well. So polygon extrude and then curve extrude is two different things. Don't get confused. So under curves you got extrude. So you got, if you don't have this tools, you can actually go to curves. It's extrude here somewhere. Where is extrude? Yeah, under surface extrude. Okay. So select that and select that one first, and then extrude. There you go.
Okay. All right, that's cool. Nice.
And then you can actually there are things you can do with this. Let's say if you wanna like remember, this is not polygon, this is curves. Yeah, you understand the difference between polygons and curves, yeah?
Yeah, I understand.
So if you want to change this to polygons, you need to go and convert this into polygons. So under modify, convert NURBS to polygons. The NURBS is the lines, the polygons with this vertex and edges and faces. Yeah. So under the NURBS and polygons option box, you need, you can specify what you want to have it. So is it, you want in triangle, you want in chord, you want in triangle, you want count, stand fit, etc., etc. Okay, so let's select standard fit, isolation, still not converted. As you can see here, this one is they are that. So modify, convert to polygons. But still on polygons, why? Okay, let's do it again. Modify, convert, polygons. Okay, now it's polygons. It's got some hidden separate separate works object. Okay, let me just go back again. Back. Next distance, cube, flat, cube. Okay, and then select center pivot. This is control vertex, still control vertex. Actually, let me duplicate this for a second. And modify, convert to nerves to polygons, to polygon. Nerves. So convert nerves to polygon. Number of I don't know. Just give me a second. Let me. Right. There's another way of doing it. I mean, I actually did this way, but I don't know why it's not working today. So there's another way of doing it. It's this way. So I leave this. So if you have this cylinder, and then let's say 10 cylinder, just select that, delete that top, center pivot, reduce the size, and then rotation minus 90 degree, size down, okay. And then you duplicate this again here, and then you let's say if I wanted to, okay, so something like that. So, and then select that. Okay, first of all, I think I need to combine this. Combine, yeah. What is this? Selecting the edge. Edge. Come on, edge. Combine, yeah. Yeah, so it has to be combined. So object, combine, yeah, and then edge, double click, click the edge. Okay, why is not? Okay. And then bridge. So you can bridge these two edges together. Bridge option, the bridge option, and then bridge option, linear, smooth path curve, smooth path curve selected, path curve selected, and smooth path curve and subdivision. Okay, so smooth path. So smooth path, and then division, maybe 4 divisions, and bridge. So polybridge requires equal number of border edges to be selected source and target selection. Okay, cool, that's fine. What's wrong with this? The same. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's going on? The same. Okay, let's do that again. Separate. Center pivot and duplicate. Combine. H, yeah, both selected, and then go to bridge. Best bridge option.
Okay, see the bridge option.
Yeah, your voice lagged out a bit there.
See on the bridge option is the divisions, the edges.
Your microphone is glitching up a bit.
Is the divisions the edges on the bridge option?
Bridge, in the bridge option, yeah.
On the divisions on you see divisions, is it the edges?
Yeah, division is the these are the divisions. Like these are the divisions. Like for example, if I say okay, if I put this one, no, not this one, no, sorry. 1 second. This one. Yeah, but no. Polybridge requires equal number of border edges to be selected to source target. Yeah, equal number of border edges. I have equal number of border edges. Talking about linear path. I'll come back to that. Come back to that. But this is an object. See that? Another way I created. Same way. This. So there's another one is if you select this one, did you see that? So if you want to this piece is coming from a cylinder, yeah. This piece is coming from a cylinder, yeah. Now, if you wanted to this trick is really good. If you wanted to set a hole, so you got to go and select that center vertex, and then select select the center vertex. Maybe I have to select the it's been selected now. Select the both center vertex, and then left pressing shift and right mouse button, chamfer. Okay, so and then
right mouse. What should I press? Right mouse.
So again, let's do that again. So Shift and right mouse button, this one, chamfer vertex.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then you get this hole, you can actually delete it. You can actually have the hole, you can delete it. Now let's try to build these two edges like a sort of a bridge. Okay, let's try this example, what we couldn't able to do it before. So we got equal number of edges there, the equal number of edges. Okay, and so if I do that and if I press bridge, it's bridge. See that? It's bridged.
Yeah.
And then if I press number 2, it's not like a cylinder, it's like a sort of a drum. And but you still, when you're on the number 2 mode, which is smooth surface mode, and then you can actually, if you go to insert edge loop options, and then you can add multiple edges, loop, and then number 2, like this, and then you can actually add much more definition to the edge. Right, if you wanted to sort of a hard surface edge, so you go back and take that number 2 out, relative distance from the edge. So you go close enough to create that hard surface edge, like that. Now, if I go here, I can actually add more. Okay, something like that. Now, if I wanted to make some sort of, I'm going to extrude, let's mess around with this while I'm at it. So kind of like creating sort of experimental kind of piece. Then I will show you how to take this into unwrap UVs as well. So in a minute. So if I press extrude now, and then if I click that button, and then it's going to go into the center, and then go to the scale. If you scale out like that, yeah, and then okay. Mm. Yeah, coming late. That's your. Hey, Marcio, you alright? Hey, Marcio, you alright?
Ozio isn't here, is he?
I think he just popped in.
Oh, I can't see that. My camera's fucked. No,
Oh, sorry about that.
it's not your fault. It's my fault. There
um,
we go. I can actually see 2 layers of cameras now, except for just one skinny layer.
so, Marcio, I installed Houdini today, so we'll see how it goes. Do you know how to install Houdini? You can't hear me. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, boss.
Marcio.
He's typing something.
Yeah, probably saying his mic isn't working. It wouldn't surprise me.
Hello?
Hello, you alright?
Oh, can you hear me? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, we
How are
can.
you okay?
As I said, I've installed Houdini, now installed Unreal.
Oh, cool.
Yes. I have all the softwares here.
Good. Okay. Now, for example, if I wanted to unwrap this, guys, this is very important. Let's see how I can succeed this unwrapping this model, right? So let me just keep it simple by maybe deleting that edge, sort of. Okay, so keep it simple. Keep it simple. The edges, if you have double edges like that, just delete them, get rid of them. Okay, and press number 2. Looks fine. No problem. Cool. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you trick. So if I go to, it's recording by the way, so you don't have to worry about it. If I go to UV editor, I'm going to talk about, can you see this UV toolkit here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see this window as well. So when I select an object initially, it's projecting some UVs. So very first thing, if you are unwrapping, this is very important for texturing your game asset. Could be characters, could be a non-animated object, maybe a game prop. So first of all, get rid of all that. So by right click, select UV shell, right click UV shell, and press delete. There is no UV. So this is called 0 to 1 space. There's a box here. See that?
Right.
Yeah, this is called 0 to 1 space. So whatever you unwrap here, so you know what unwrap means. This is a circular model. So we need to, it's like opening up a cardboard box. Cardboard box got 4 sides. So when you open a cardboard box, it has to be a flat surface. So you're going to make sure we're going to be unwrapping as a flat surface. That's my objective. Right, so how do I do that? So I need to map that, projection mapping. So you need to go to UV. I'm using, there was something called camera. I've tried all that, automatic base planar, contour stretch, normal base, cylindrical planar. I mean, I am pretty much confident with camera base. So select your object first. Yeah, delete your UVs. It's already coming into the scene. We'll do that again. We'll make sure. So camera base. So when you select camera, there's a camera on the scene actually projecting the same UV structure here. You see that? Let me untick that checker map so you can actually see camera. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. So cutting UV is important to unwrap. Without cutting, you cannot unwrap. So this is what you need to do, cut. So you need to go to UV. This camera-based projection and this 3D cut tool came very recently to Maya. Before it was nightmarish to unwrap. It's very we have to cut and sew this, and there's no proper tool. So they actually introduced UV toolkit as well. So I'm going to use 3D cut and sieve tool. So you can actually cut your UV on 3D surface. So when you go here, you go to option edge, and then double click. So when you double click, you have a white border. That's mean that is cut, I think. No, okay, no, it's not cut yet. So just bear with me a second. Let me undo that for a second. Okay. Sorry, 1 sec.
There's two edges there.
Yeah, has to be one edge. So if you select that, hold down shift, you can actually drag the thing. Okay. And then, no, it's not cut properly. Okay, let me try the other side.
Yeah, I've tried this tool before. I had the same problem. It wasn't cutting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was cutting, but not the way I wanted to.
So I think it's cut. See that? So as soon as you cut it, the color is gonna change.
Okay.
Okay, you cut it. Okay, I did that. So you cut both sides.
Let's do it again. Okay, let's do it again. Let me continue with this, and then yeah. So I don't know why. Okay, that doesn't work. Don't worry. We can. So I move this side, this into, and then you got this. Now I need to cut this one as well. So I need to cut this one. So I go here, object edge. Okay, see that color change?
Yeah.
The pink?
Okay.
That's mean you successfully cut it. So move.
It's pretty easy then.
Man, it's very easy.
I know it saves a lot of time. Like when you
Yeah.
want to unwrap something, it saves a lot of time.
Okay.
Wow.
See that change color?
Mhm.
And then right click. Sorry, 1 sec. Right click UV shell. Oh, sorry, 1 sec.
So every time we cut, we have to use UV shell.
Yeah. You have to move the UV. Select the UV shell. Don't know what the phone.
Okay.
Oh, why is not moving?
Why is not moving? This happened to me before, but I didn't have a problem. But
I think you need to select UV shell again just to see.
yeah, I select the UV shell. See, look. Who's talking?
Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the previous video. I didn't know it was coming through the mic. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay, so I have an issue why it's like this. I had this issue before, and I was like, okay, let's. Then suddenly it went away, and then see it's not selecting. Okay, let me try again. Okay, what's going on?
Maybe select objects instead of.
Yeah, but we need to select the UV shell to move it.
Wait, you can't select on object mode on.
No, it won't. You can select the object mode, but in the UV you have to select this way. This is the option box. You know, if you're going through the menu, this is what you. Okay, let's try to select the face here. Look, it's not selecting.
But try to select like the whole shape. Yeah, but it should like mark red or something.
So look, it's not even selecting.
That's weird.
Isn't it? And if I select like this, no.
Try to select one face.
All right, let me come back. Let me come back to this in a minute. Now, if I let's do this sphere, unwrap this sphere. So you got this UV. This is a different shape, obviously. So you UV editor, and then select that. So this is how it's gonna projecting, and come on. So object mode. Okay, that's my object. That's my object. Yeah, and then why it's not projecting my checkers here? So okay, we got it. I got the checker projected. So so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select all that and press delete. Yeah. And so I'm gonna use my camera base projection. Okay, select the object first, camera base. So you got this circular. Okay. Now, if I take my checker out, take the checker out, yeah, and then if I go to my edge with that, okay, and then color change, hopefully it's working. See that? I did the exact same thing. Yeah, I went there and did the edge and right click UV shell. It's working. Right. So I don't know what
Maybe
happened.
press a bomb. You don't know. Like just
Maybe we'll go back.
yeah.
Go back there again and we'll try. Okay. So and then I'm gonna do the right click edge, shift, hold down, and then see the color change. And then right click UV shell, boom. Okay. Now I need to unwrap this. I need a seam. So right click edge, seam. Oh, no, not like that. Straight seam. Oh no.
It doesn't go. Is your mouse? Or maybe you're shaking.
Yeah.
Can you double click it?
See.
Perfect. Okay. Now, right. So right click UV shell. This is that. Now here comes the beauty part. So we need to unwrap this. Okay. You see this UV toolkits thing? Can you see the UV toolkit thing? Yeah. And then we need to unwrap it. So first of all, I'm gonna click this object. I go to unfold. Select this, unfold. Select this, unfold.
Down.
Okay, and then if I put my checker pattern in, this is all over the place. Yeah,
it's randomly.
you have to put everything in one 0 to 1 space. Yeah, this is what you need to do. You need to select all of them, go to layout. See that when you put layout, it's layout there nicely. Now if you look at my checker pattern, it's nice and straight. There's no stretch mark in it. See that? All
Yeah.
the checkers are beautifully laid out because I unwrapped the model.
Okay.
Now,
Right.
if I still wanted to optimize, maybe check the link. If I select that, if I wanted to make it straight, this I can use optimize tool. See that optimize tool, and then straighten UV. Straighten UV. So that's that. So I'm gonna go, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Select again, layout, boom. Okay. So I'm happy with this. I'm gonna take this to Substance now, okay?
Okay.
Hold on a second. Why it's
No, very good.
yeah, what
As it
happened?
bent somehow.
Yeah, it's
It's because the way it was before, it was better, but
yeah. Okay, let me undo that.
I think you
because-
stretched it too much.
Yeah. Okay, that's better. Let's leave it as it is. Okay. So let's do let's do a layout. Perfect. That's fine.
That's better.
Yeah, that's better. Right.
Otherwise, the image gonna be, it won't be good.
Yeah. Before I do to go to Substance, what I only need to do is I need to add a material, just a Blinn or Lambert. I right click, I add Blinn material, and then I'm gonna call this. Where's my Blinn? First of all, I need to delete my history and stuff. Keep it simple. Blinn. I'm gonna rename Blinn my mat or my material. That's in short form. Okay. So remember that I got my mat called Blinn applied, and then I got perfectly unwrapped UVs here. Yeah. You understand that? Yeah. Cool. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, select, go to File, Export Selection option box, FBX Export Selection.
Let's have a desktop, no?
Yeah, 1 second, because I need
Need a folder.
no, I was thinking maybe I need a low poly, high poly thing. Okay, so I need
To compare.
yeah.
Okay.
Before, if you want to bake texture, you need to have, you go to bake texture to a high poly, and then you can project it to low poly.
All right.
So I'm gonna do this one is I'm gonna duplicate this, move it here. So I'm gonna make my mat low poly, and no, sorry, this is my mat low. This is high poly. So I might high poly means high definition. I'm gonna make it much more mesh. So clicking that, and I got so much mesh here. So more mesh. Okay, this is less mesh, more mesh. Right. So I'm gonna select the low poly, select export, export settings, and I'm gonna go to desktop, which is 3D modeling term 3. I'm gonna call low export, select this file, export selection, option box, FBX export, export. I'm gonna call it high. Export, done. Put a save, and then I'm gonna open up my Substance. How do I search Substance? Substance, my search bar is disappeared. 1 second. Okay, Substance.
Those software, they take a lot of space. For example, Substance Player, you need to have a really good hard drive.
Yeah.
I mean, the graphic plates as well, it needs to be good. Otherwise, you have problems.
Yeah, definitely.
Because when I was installing it, I had to update my my graphic card. Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't work.
So I wanted to show you this workflow, and then we'll go and continue with that gun thing afterwards. Yeah. Because I wanted to make sure go with that low workflow, and then new share. This is my new share. Substance Painter, new version available. No, I don't need that now. Close. So everybody can see Substance now. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to import that model. So file new, select a file, that low poly model which we unwrapped in Maya. Just give me a second. So go back to 3D. Come on. See, it takes bloody time, no? Yeah. So here, low poly, open, and then I'm gonna use 2K map and non PBR. Speculative ghostliness is fine, and then I'm gonna press OK. And
So which one are the best settings to upload something?
upload what?
For example, an object.
To where? Substance?
Yes. The resolution. Which one is the best one?
I mean, about 2K.
Okay.
You can go up to 4K, but obviously the hard drives will suffer when you have a high-res model. Okay. Now, you remember that, see, this is the under texture set is called my_mat_high.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's coming high, because I was selecting this okay, fair enough. I didn't change, that's fine. So that is the, so you that's the material name. So right, so what I'm gonna do is this is the layers, and let's add some material, steel or something. Okay, actually let's add this one. Not that. So this is the 2D view and the 3D view. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the unwrap object.
Yeah, that's the unwrap object. And
It's too dark.
yeah, exactly. Why? Why is too dark?
Does it have a light? You have to change light or something?
No. It has got the automatic light in it, so.
Maybe change the settings.
Mm-hmm.
Say light intensity
Is
at
it
the
mixed with
bottom.
delays?
At the bottom. No, bottom. Light intensity. Yeah. Check. No, I'm still. Oh, it's painting.
Yeah, this is the painting stuff. I don't want to paint. I want to have.
You want to have the whole thing there. But still, it's still dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wow, that's a software.
But you can actually add PBR. Where's the PBR thing? The reflection PBRs. Where's that?
Oh, that's the environment.
The environment.
Yeah, I was watching a tutorial. They were saying you have to be very careful, like which environment you want to put. Sometimes you put one environment to an object, but in the game you have another environment, so you need to be careful with that.
Say that again.
No, because sometimes you have you put an environment for the object on
Yeah.
Substance Painter.
Yeah.
And then when you put it into a game, the environment of the game is completely different, so it doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. The shadow and the reflection is just different. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know why it's like that. Why? No, that's too bright.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there is a way how you can actually change the lighting, but why it's like this, I don't understand. Exposure.
What's the main shader?
Hey, look, so it's kind of like a smart shader. Smart materials are really cool. And if you look at the edge wares and stuff, and
No, not this, not this. After the 2D image, there's a rectangle.
yeah,
They say light shader and then settings. Down the bottom. Now, next to the image.
this one here.
Yeah, next to it. Go right. No, go right. No.
Bottom right.
It's a main shader here. Yeah, you click that. It's not there. Just the shadows and everything. Nah. It's kind of.
You think it's got better? No.
Yeah, maybe a bit like that way better. So, it's just weird.
See, ambient light. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, it's better.
So if I how do you bake this to? So if I change these to okay, bake maps. Let's do bake maps, and then high definition mesh. You need to select the mesh. You need to do high definition.
That's to save it.
Yeah. So the low, this is the low. Remember the one I saved, high definition?
Yeah.
And you need to select that and then bake maps. It's baking that.
Does it bake the whole texture?
Yeah, bake into the high definition.
Because I did something like that, but I only managed to like bake like one texture at a time. I try importing it in Maya, like for an example, the oil barrel where I did the rust and the metal material. I only managed to add the metal material, but not the rust.
Yeah.
Okay.
But did you go there where you said the bake to bake the material? You done everything?
Nah, I don't think I did that. I saw on some YouTube tutorial how to like
Oh.
was it a material into Maya.
Okay, so we'll look into that a bit later, yeah? So how would you do, let's take this save. That's gonna be a desktop. Substance so export texture. Right, it's a washing machine.
What's that noise?
Sorry,
think-
my washing machine.
Damn, that's hard.
Hey, stop. Wait. I'm gonna put my headphones on.
I thought it was a toy.
Nah, it's just. I can't believe it.
I thought it was a chair being annoying.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry.
So you got these maps now. Diffuse. Shall we have a break now? We'll have a break and we'll come back. Now it's 15:20. We'll come back around 3:45.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, 45, 50. Let's say 50. Okay.
Yeah.